Good morning. I'm Kofi Mensah, and this is chale.news July 9th. A lot is moving today. The US and Iran are on the edge of something serious, and your fuel pump could feel it. Ibrahim Mahama's firm is defying international court orders over $100 million gold mine, and no Ghanaian authority has lifted a finger. Plus, a Division 1 teenager just got signed to Sevilla. Stay with me. This US-Iran situation keeps escalating. The US struck over 80 Iranian targets in a single night. Iran's response: a threat to seal the Strait of Hormuz, the choke point for roughly a fifth of the world's oil. Trump declared the ceasefire over at the NATO summit. The UN is warning of catastrophic global economic fallout. For Ghana, this is not abstract. It goes straight to the fuel pump. Full breakdown on chale.news. Engineers and planners, the mining firm owned by President Mahama's brother Ibrahim, has been told by both an ICC arbitration panel and an English High Court to leave a $100 million gold concession in northern Ghana. A London court document from June confirms they have not moved, and as of this morning, no Ghanaian authority has enforced either order. Let that sink in. The June 29th floods that killed 34 people in Accra have now triggered an emergency National Security Council meeting, Ghana's highest security body. President Mahama says complete flood prevention isn't possible, but pledges to minimize damage. Meanwhile, questions about where the GARID project money went remain unanswered. Heartbreaking news from the northern region. 8 mourners, none wearing life jackets, were crossing the River Oti by canoe after a funeral when it capsized. 3 people are dead. A baby is among 3 still missing. Fishermen and rescue teams are still searching. Ghana could run completely out of HIV testing kits before the end of this month. That's the warning from Garnet. The Global Fund has delivered its share. The government's consignment is still missing. This follows earlier shortages of ARV drugs. The people who need this system most cannot afford for it to fail them. In the 49.1 million Ghanaian cedis corruption trial, new testimony is reshaping things. An EOCO investigator told Accra High Court on July 7th that Ghana's then National Security Coordinator personally ordered the opening of the disputed Direct-to-BNC Fidelity Bank account. That's a significant claim. Watch this one closely. Russia's Foreign Minister Lavrov met with the Sahel Alliance, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, in Niamey on Tuesday. Top of the agenda: counterterrorism and disrupting terror financing. All 3 countries share a border with Ghana's north. Accra has no seat at this table. Parliament has passed the Community Service Bill 2026. Courts can now sentence certain offenders to community work instead of prison, a long overdue response to how badly overcrowded Ghana's jails are. A new National Community Service Secretariat will manage the framework. The street drug known as Red, tapentadol, a powerful synthetic opioid, has never been registered by Ghana's FDA. Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akando made it plain in Parliament: selling it, distributing it, possessing it, all criminal offences. Ghana's Cybersecurity Authority isn't just running public awareness campaigns anymore. They're now in direct talks with MTN and other telecom operators over the system gaps that mobile money fraudsters keep exploiting. The CSA says the volume of complaints has become one too many. Good, pressure where it belongs. Trump wants the Supreme Court to rehear its June 30th ruling upholding birthright citizenship. The court hasn't granted that kind of request in about 60 years. But if it does, the stakes for Ghanaians living in America are real. We're watching this one. Now for something that genuinely made me smile. Emmanuel Abrokwa, 18 years old, Division 1 side Adabraka Elders, is heading to Sevilla on a deal until 2029, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. He would be the first Ghanaian signed directly from a Ghana-based club to join Sevilla. Straight from Accra to La Liga. Full story on chale.news. André Ayew walked into the Black Maidens camp on Friday. Surprise visit. Words of courage ahead of Saturday's World Cup qualifier against Senegal at the Accra Sports Stadium. Win and Ghana is going to the U17 Women's World Cup. Let's go. Morocco face France tomorrow in the World Cup quarter-final, a rematch of 2022 when the Atlas Lions broke through and then broke hearts in the semis. Coach Awabi's message this time: they're not here for praise, they want the trophy. Africa's last team standing, we're behind them. Burna Boy will headline the 2026 World Cup final halftime show in New York on July 19th, alongside Madonna, BTS, Shakira, Justin Bieber. First Super Bowl-style show in World Cup history. African music on the biggest stage in the world. If that's your morning, Chale, a big day, stay informed. Every story we covered and more is waiting at chale.news. I'm Kofi Mensah. See you this evening.